Hey everybody, this is a quick video on how to get started with ContractorBI. So what we're going to talk about today really quickly is how to navigate through ContractorBI. We're going to talk about some of the data security and the security in general for ContractorBI. We're going to talk about filtering, how to drill down, how to look at different layers of data in the dashboards, how to export your data, how to expand individual dashboard components, how to view the raw data, how to change your color in your themes, and how to get help. So quickly, starting with the navigation, of course, ContractorBI is on the main menu, as you can see there. And the way the navigation works is all of your dashboards are on this left panel. Now, you may not see some dashboards that you're expecting to see. And the reason for that is there's security on dashboards. And some of the dashboards are restricted only to users with restricted level access to dashboards and reports. And to get restricted level access to reports, you go into Manage Users, and you can see here that there's restricted reports and dashboards permissions. That has to be turned on to see restricted dashboards. So they will not show up unless you have that level of access. Okay, so in addition to that, you may see some integration dashboards down here on the bottom. They appear only when you have a certain integration turned on. For instance, in this case, we have Procore and we have Spectrum. So you will not see those unless the integration has been set up and turned on for your company. And then also you have the help dashboard there as well. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about security. And security comes in two forms. We already talked about getting access to a particular dashboard, which is done through security. Also, if you have a custom dashboard set up for your company, that will appear in your list, but there may be security on that as well, restricted access security. But once you get to a dashboard, let's say the one lost analysis report, you can only see the data that you're supposed to see on any given dashboard. So this security applies to all the dashboards and all the reports throughout Top Builder. And for example, if you are assigned to a lead, you should be able to see the data or the item on your dashboard. If you're a project manager on the lead, if you're one of the many estimators, one or more estimators on a lead, you should be able to see the data on the dashboard as well. Also, if you have manager or admin level security, you will see all the data on the dashboards. And then finally, if we go up here to the sales summary dashboard and you see a list of leads here, if you're not assigned to the lead, if you're not the project manager, if you're not an estimator, and you're not an admin or a manager, and the lead is shared, you will be able to see the lead or the data for that lead on your dashboard as well. So a shared lead means everybody gets access to that data for that lead. Okay? So that's the navigation and the security. Now filtering, you will find that most of the dashboards in Top Builder it will have a date filter. And date filters come in two formats. One, if it's a forecast, let's look at the revenue forecast. You're looking forward and you'll have the next 12 months, year to end, or you can customize your range, your date range of your dashboard. That's looking forward. Looking backwards, let's go to the one lost analysis report. You'll have the option to go year to date, last 12 months, or again, customize the range. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is the last 12 months for the one lost analysis. You will see that the filtering shows in the title bar that we've got that date range set for the last year, the last 12 months. That will appear on any of your dashboards. You'll see that filter that's been applied. However, you may look at a dashboard that has multiple filters applied. And for right now, I'm looking at a revenue forecast, okay? And you can see that I have a date range that is showing up here. But what I might do is I may want to show just the forecast for a couple different users. Okay, let's just grab these two users. And now I have multiple filters applied. I have a date range and the assigned to filters. And so on your title bar, it'll show a funnel instead of the one filter that you have applied. And then you can see that you have the assigned to is selected to only show 2 people, and you have the date range right there. So that's multiple filters applied. Now, if I want to clear a filter, you'll see a filter or a funnel with a red X on it. So to clear that filter, all you got to do is click on that funnel with the red X, and it'll clear your filter for that one item. And then this one, in this case, you'll see that there's only one filter applied, so we returned to the date range. Okay, so that's filtering, and you may see filters on job type, divisions, industries, all kinds of other things. They'll show up on the left-hand side just like you have the assigned to. So that's filtering. Okay, so drill down is really fun. So drill down allows you to look at a dashboard and then drill down on a particular item. Let's just say in this case, we've got the sales summary. And I can drill down on the items within the funnel. So hypothetically, let's just say, oh, I've got 128 bids that are submitted. That's a lot. Let me click on bid submitted part of the funnel there. And so now everything is filtered in this dashboard based on that drill down. So I'm only looking at bid submitted items on this dashboard. And then again, I can clear the filter. And now there's another type of filter, which is kind of neat. We call these cards, and these little cards or these little tiles up here, when you hover over them, you can see they're highlighted. And so now I'm looking at a card, and this card is showing won-loss ratios for 3 different people. But let's say Dave is not doing very well here, and I'm concerned. So I'm going to click on Dave, and I'm going to drill down on all the other items on this dashboard so I could look at their won-loss performance for just Dave. And there you go. So I drilled down on that. And again, I can clear this filter. Okay, great. Now, for these cards, since we're talking about these cards, these little tiles, you may find that there's multiple layers of data behind these cards. So in this particular case, I am looking at number of sales in my won-loss report. Tony has 1, Dave has 9, Don has 4. But let's say I want to go ahead and look at the revenue for these 3 individuals. I can click on the revenue layer, and now I'm showing the revenue one. Or I can look at the conversion rates based on number of sales, okay? Or I can go to revenue conversion rate and look at that as well. And what is really important is anytime you go to a dashboard or you apply a filter, when you return to ContractorBI, it will return to that dashboard, the last one you viewed, and all of those filters will be applied. So it will remember all that. Now keep that in mind if you ever go to a dashboard and it looks empty or you're not seeing the data you expect to see, that may be because you have a filter applied. Okay, now to some of the fun stuff. We're going to show you how you can go into these dashboards, and you may have a small screen and you can't see everything on a particular dashboard item. Let's say this list of leads down here. So what you can do is on the right hand side, you have to click on the item to show the little menu. You'll see this expand or maximize full screen. You can click on that. It maximizes that item, that individual item on the dashboard, so you can see it full screen and see it much better. And then of course scrolling is in here as well. And then to collapse it back down, it'll be red in the upper right hand corner. Click on that and it collapses back down. And that's the case for any item on any dashboard. So I can make this sales funnel look huge if I want to, and then collapse it back down again. Okay, one really neat feature of ContractorBI is that you can look at the raw data behind the dashboard. So I'm looking at this grid and I can see this is the aggregated summary of data for this dashboard. And because you may say, hey, look, the numbers don't make sense. And then you go in and look at the raw data and say, Okay, here's all the raw data that makes up that particular dashboard item. You can see I'm scrolling down, there's a whole bunch of them. So looking at the raw data is very useful. And again, there's security on this, so people can't see what they shouldn't see. All right. Now, the other thing is you can also export all the data to PDF or Excel. And that's the little icon right here. So you can export to PDF, Excel, or an image if you want to, which is really nice and is useful to export the data. You can do some additional analysis or share it with somebody else. And then you can also change your theme. I have the dark blue theme going on here, which is my favorite. But up here in the right-hand corner, I can change the theme to a light theme. I don't like this, but it doesn't matter. You can change the theme to whatever you want, and it'll share it. So I'm going to go back to the dark theme right here, which is the dark blue. I think this is the default, by the way. And then there's some compact themes as well, which compresses some of the icons and the fonts, so make it a little bit more compressed for you. Okay, and then finally there's help, and then help can be found. There's a help dashboard down here in the lower left on the navigation. So you have very comprehensive help on all the things we just talked about today. And then additionally on your dashboards, there's a little help button right here, which will do the same thing for you. So I hope this helps get you started with Contractor BI. Again, if you need any support or any help, we have unlimited web-based training Monday through Friday, unlimited email support, and unlimited phone support. So reach out to us if you need any help or have any questions.